Good morning everyone, it's Belinda again from My Style Journey. I'm on my way to get my nails done, get them done every 3 weeks. My nail technician is such a sweetheart, she's really such a kind, loving person. The girls in the salon are always trying to get me to do these really crazy nails. I think they're crazy, they think they're gorgeous. And I'll just come in there and pick another nude. So they get a little annoyed with me and I think I'm quite boring. So I'll see if I can take a photograph of their nails. They usually have one set of nails on the one hand and another on the other. The life of the nail artist, hey? Anyway, today is a good day. I'm feeling great. I've been very up and down emotionally. I think what social media does, and I know I'm just starting my YouTube channel, but right from the get-go I want to be very open, I want to be honest, I want to be transparent. I don't know if that's the right thing or if this YouTube channel is even the right forum for that, because I think if you have a lifestyle channel and you're teaching people a little bit about taking care of themselves and looking after their homes and sharing tips about improving your look, improving your outer appearance, which is all good and all wonderful, but if you can't take care of the inside of you, the outer shell means nothing. I think that's the thing that disappears. Hey, when we get older, it goes. Or should I say when we die, it's gone. But as we get older, this shell looks a little more worn and haggard, and there's very few of us who can really afford to look like Jane Fonda when we're in our 70s or 80s. Anyway, I think I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to say that right from the very beginning, I want to be very open on my lifestyle channel. I'm obviously not going to share very personal stuff, but if I don't feel good, I don't feel happy, I'm not going to pretend. I'm having a crappy day, I'm probably going to share it with you. That's how I roll. But I'm in a very good place because my eldest daughter came home yesterday and she lives in the Middle East. She lives in Muscat in Oman. She's been there now for 4 years. I can't believe it. The time has flown. But at the same time, it feels like she's been there forever. It feels like she hasn't been home for so long. I was upstairs doing my makeup this morning and I was listening to the girls and my son, my 3 own children, chatting to each other and laughing and teasing one another, and my granddaughter's giggles, and I was thinking how precious that is, how amazing it is, because with children who live, well, we only have one daughter who doesn't live in South Africa, but I do think that possibly more of our 5 children will move overseas because the current situation in South Africa is a little dire. And I don't want to keep them here just because I want to have them close. So that is really the situation. That is how people live in South Africa. Those of us who have children who are working, who are just starting out, maybe you've just finished studying, I don't even encourage my children to stay here. I know that sounds terrible, but I encourage them to go and to spread their wings and to do what they need to do in other countries. And I was chatting to my sister when she was here from New Zealand and saying that it's so great that she was able to move to New Zealand before all her children left school. The only one who'd left school was the eldest daughter, but she also went with them. She went as a student, and she's very possibly going to have all 3 of her children living with her. living with her in New Zealand, and she'll be able to have her grandchildren just down the road. We're so fractured as families in South Africa. You know, the years of the cousins being just down the road and your brother and sister and their families being in the next town and getting together for Christmas, and that just doesn't happen for the most part for most South Africans today. We live with family all over the place. I mean, my cousins are in England, they're in Canada, they're in the States, they're in Australia, they're in New Zealand. My family is that fractured. We don't see each other. And I'm not moaning about politics now. I don't want to go into politics. This really isn't the forum for that. But my heart breaks sometimes for what is going on in our country and how people need to live. But anyway, I was in a very good mood before I started this video, so I'm happy because my daughter's here. And let's face it, going to the Middle East is not exactly I've got a scratch in my throat this morning. Going to the Middle East is not exactly like going to France or to Germany or to England. Like she says, she feels like she's on hiatus from life, because everybody there, all the expats, are from everywhere else in the world, and you know, she feels like a fish out of water. So she's been living there for the last 4 years, but I just miss the dynamics of having all the kids at home. My 2 stepdaughters, one will visit over the weekend, the other one lives in another city, but they're still in South Africa, so we do see them regularly, which is great. So a little inside info: my husband and I got married 7 years ago. We have 5 children between us, 4 daughters and 1 son. We have a pretty cohesive and a pretty well-functioning blended family. I love how the kids come together and how they cover for each other as if they're real brothers and sisters. I love this family to bits. I really, really do. So I guess what I'm saying in short as I drive to the nail salon is value what you have. If you're lucky enough to live with your family close by, value that. It is a gift. I think the difference between growing up and living in England and choosing to move to another country as a young person and take your family is that it's not that you have to do it. In South Africa, there's so little job opportunity. We have a huge crisis. Unemployment is huge. And so people end up in jobs that they really hate, but they just stay there because they know that if they leave, they're not going to get another job. That's not a good place to be. And that's just the situation that we're in. It's just our reality. So encouraging my children to leave is not me wanting them to be away from me, because who would ever want that? It's about them having an opportunity to grow in whatever career they've chosen. Every parent wants that for their child. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'm going to see if my nail technician, her name is Chatty, I hope I'm allowed to share that, I hope she doesn't mind. I'm going to see if she'll allow me to film a little bit in the salon of what she's doing. But she's such a honey, I'm sure she won't mind. She'll probably say as long as she's on camera. She's so pretty and she loves taking selfies. She's very young. I'll chat to you when I get there. So this isn't Tabby, she is my nail tech. She's going to be doing my nails today.
No,
So this is
she only
Mpumi,
takes the pretty ones.
my previous nail tech, who refuses to do me because all I want is nude nails.
Yes, of course, and I'm not gonna deny it.
So from this lady to this lady who doesn't mind nude. You're a sweetheart. Sorry. Thank you, Mpumi. Let me see your nails. Show me your nails. This is what Mpumi has been trying to get me to do. God help me. I'm finished in the nail salon. Don't know if you can see my nails. I don't think you can really see the color, but they're very, very pale pinkish color for summer. I'm getting ready for summer. Okay, I wonder if you can see that better. Well, and Tubby enjoyed that. She was not her usual self. She was very, what's the word? Very dramatic. Is that the right word? But she's such a sweetheart. She really is. I love going to her. We usually chat very deep stuff. She knows so much about my life. She's like my little therapist. I'm either gonna do a voiceover or put some music to the video today, because we ended up with quite a deep discussion about politics and religion and quite a few other controversial topics, which I enjoyed. I find that South African women in general don't talk a lot about superficial things. We tend to have very deep conversations, and the conversation today, although challenging, really made me think, and I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to come away from somewhere and have really shared my heart and my opinions with others. As South African women, we might think that we still have a long way to go, but I think we've come so far, and we've come far in a very short period of time. And there are lots of people who, when you really get to the nitty-gritty of stuff, they speak a lot of sense. They make a lot of sense. Oh, yeah. As much as I get frustrated about this country at times, I'm really quite honored to be a part of this feminine community in South Africa. If you enjoy what I'm sharing, please hit the subscribe, hit the like, and click on the bell so that you get notified each time I upload a video. It's lovely being able to share all of this with you. I'm really having fun. Enjoy the ride, and I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.